strongly. We mentioned all the obvious things. You can read this and tell us what we missed. But at the end of the day, we talked about the concept of the module database being at the center of things, program specification system feeding into that, but then the module database perhaps being linked with course costing, timetabling, and that sort of thing, which raised the ugly head of perhaps you need a corporate enterprise resource planning system, you know, SAP, or that sort of stuff. If you're a real business, I mean, open source SAP, of course. If you were a real business, you'd got one of those. But then we thought, crumbs, this is beginning to stink. Not because I said SAP, but because it's like, it's the big picture, which we're all anxious to get the big picture in terms of the data and the intelligence, but it also means big system, and I just wrote the word help at that point, because you could see people sinking. And then we sort of thought, well, there are advantages of having all this stuff together, and we talked quite a bit about the sort of direction that Mark was talking about the business intelligence analytics that would come out of it, that seems to be essential in terms of space utilization, people utilization, and the likes, and student feedback. How could you do that without a monster system? And we foolishly wrote linked data at the bottom. I'll just repeat that because I've nothing else to say. We foolishly wrote linked data at the bottom, and perhaps thought, well, actually there's very few things we're talking about linking here. There's some pretty obvious codes. They must be reliable. It must be doable. Somebody in CETIS can do it.